heated confrontation, Clementine accidentally kills him. This is where the Clementine paradox takes hold. Despite barely knowing Clementine, 94% of players, myself included, choose to cover
Thank
her
God.
despite her earlier holding us hostage and Javier not really knowing her. We'll get to this
Where's
later.
the rest of your
Tripp
crew?
detains Javier
I'm by
and
myself.
Clementine
Bullshit.
for the incident,
Krista,
giving
run!
them a chance to rest before their journey continues.
Oh shit!
However, what
Wait, I put it
follows
down.
is the worst part of the season. Clementine's flashbacks.
Oh damn!
These moments
I'm out. Grab her,
erase
let's
the
go.
emotional weight of season 2's choices. Wellington is overrun. Kenny dies in a car crash, and Jane, well, as the story ends in tragedy, but I can't say it. Regardless of the choices you made in season 2, whether you sided with Kenny, Jane, or even chose to go it alone, season 3 reduces all outcomes to a single narrative. Clementine is now a hardened solo survivor with no memory of your decisions. And the whole story about AJ, well, AJ is gone. This, in my opinion, is why season 3 is so universally reviled. It fails to connect meaningfully with its predecessors, relegates Clementine to a side character, and effectively ignores the player's previous choices. It feels like, to me, Telltale used season 3 as a way to reset the series, brushing aside the promises of season 2 in favor of a new Upon waking up, Javier and Clementine set out to reunite with his family. Eleanor,
How could you just leave him?
helps them return to the scrapyard, but the reunion is short-lived. Mariana is brutally killed by the New Frontier, a cold-blooded murder that shocks both the characters and the audience. Kate is also gravely injured, setting off a desperate fight. Once again, the Clementine paradox emerges when players must decide whether to prioritize Javier's family or stick with Clementine. Unsurprisingly, 84% chose to remain with her. With episode 1 concluded, it's time to explain my theory of the Clementine paradox, and then we can move forward to the rest of the episode.
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, son!
Clementine's inclusion in the New Frontier both defines and undermines season 3. Paradoxically, her presence ruins the story, yet her absence would remain just as much. As players who this journey
On this arm straight of a child! Oh no! I'm losing! Oh, thank God.
Accidentally shot someone in Prescott.
Thank God. A box.
Percent of us decided to stay with her during a shootout instead of prioritizing Harvey's family. However, these decisions make no sense within Javier's character arc or the story's narrative framework. Realistically, why would Javier cover for someone who held him hostage just hours prior, helping him?
Okay, I get where you're mad. I kinda fuck up right there.
That's kept his family alive. Why would he then risk everything by engaging in a firefight with an armed group when his brother's wife and son are begging for his help? These choices contradict the introduction's central theme. Harvey struggled to step up for his family and prove he's not a screw-up. By the time those decisions are presented, Javier knows Clementine about as well as she once knew Nick. Barely at all. And let's be honest, if it were Nick instead of Clementine, would you have made the same choice? Bear in mind, both Nick and Clementine accidentally shoot someone. And the answer is, of course not. But we love Clementine. To us, she's the little girl we protected, shaped and cared for. To Javier, she's just another survivor.
For making
Even
booze
decisions like the one involving Conrad in episode 2 reflect this paradox.
That was moonshine.
When Conrad discovers Clementine's connection to the New Frontier, he takes Gabe hostage and...
All this food is rotten.
Gravely injured. Conrad's plan is illogical. It directly benefits the woman Harvey has been traveling with for years. And yet, 89.4% of us chose to shoot Conrad without hesitation, despite the fact that 2 of Harvey's family members were at risk. Again, for a girl he barely even knows. This right here is the Clementine paradox. Clementine's presence makes the story fundamentally unbelievable for Javier's character. There's no conceivable way that Javi, whose entire arc revolves around proving his reliability to his family, would risk their lives 3 times in the span of a single day for someone he hasn't got a connection to. And yet, removing Clementine from the game would render
We wait,
it pointless
like a SpongeBob
as a
episode.
Walking Dead installment. Clementine is the heart of the series, the character around whom this universe revolves. Without her, why would players care about A New Frontier? It's a similar issue to Rick's departure from the TV show. His absence makes it harder for viewers to stay emotionally invested. This paradox is precisely why A New Frontier is such a frustrating experience. It's a great game with compelling characters, impressive graphics, and sharp writing, but it fails spectacularly as a continuation of the Walking Dead series. As a 3rd season, it's terrible. Now that we've unpacked the Clementine paradox, let's continue our deep dive into Season 3. I'll point out additional examples of this paradox as we go, alongside exploring my most hated villain in the franchise,
What the
one
fuck?
of my favourite moments in the series,
Sounds
and
weird when I
much
say it
more.
out loud, huh?
How you saw a conversation like that, fuck?
People always used to push me. Never wanted to go into business.
Episodes 2, 3, and 4 excel at delving
I remember
into
when he
different
sold me
forms of evil
his
and the
big plan.
complexities of
Some fucking
relationships. These episodes often
Case
go
of beer, and he just
overlooked
said,
and
"Nick, we're burning
underrated
daylight."
for the depth of their storytelling. Let me briefly guide you through
After 6
each
months,
episode
we were
before
flat
explaining why I still consider the
care.
game great.
We were having
Even
fun.
though I do agree it's still the weakest season overall. Episode 2
wish I
begins
was
with
like
a
him.
Harvey flashback to
Wish
when
I could just
Kate
keep moving
accidentally
all the
broke
time.
David's army glass.
Just not
This is one of the
built
first
like
big
that.
reveals that Kate was in love with Javier despite
Everyone
being
I grew up
married to
with.
David. After the confrontation with A New
happened to
Frontier,
them.
Javier buries Mariana while his family
Now,
return to Prescott.
it's
He
gonna happen to us.
eventually follows suit and returns to Prescott
We're
with
all so
Clem,
fucked.
where he finds Kate being treated
This whole
by
world is
Eleanor.
fucked.
However, it doesn't take long before A New Frontier attacks, raiding Prescott. Here we meet one of the most detestable villains in the
what's the
series,
point?
Badger. Not only
march
is
to
he the
some
one
new
that
place
shot
and somebody else will
Mariana,
die.
but he's also
Never
now
gonna stop.
responsible for the death of Conrad's
Eventually,
wife. Badger
it'll
is
be our turn.
compelling because he's unapologetically evil.
Can't believe we've
He
been here a
lacks
day.
philosophy,
A
redemption,
day.
or justification.
It's been a
He
day,
kills
right?
because he can, because he wants to. While nuanced villains
kid.
are often praised, there's something refreshing about a character who is
Have a drink with me.
irredeemably bad. Badger embodies this.
I'm old
And
enough.
trust me, his
Peter
comeuppance
Joseph
will be worth
Randall.
it. For now,
Nicest
Javier
mean
and the
old
group
bastard I
lose the
ever
battle at Prescott, forcing them to flee. Their next objective is to head to Richmond, a decision fraught with obstacles. Along the way, they meet Paul,
You jinx it like
aka
this, bro.
Jesus, who
Listen.
informs
Night,
them
Bud
that
Light.
Richmond
They're not coming
has
for us.
already fallen to a
We
new
should go.
frontier. A
Run
major
for it.
issue since
What are
Kate
you
and
gonna do?
Eleanor was sent there
Stay
ahead
here.
of the group. Jesus
tired.
helps guide them through the
Find
tunnels,
Luke.
during which we learn via
Take care of
flashback
you.
that Clementine was once
good
part
people.
of A New Frontier.
Better than me.
Conrad overhears
someone
this
like you.
revelation
He
and
was
in a
always
tense
screwing up,
moment
too.
takes the
Screwing
game
up?
hostage,
ask
suggesting
for
they
any of
trade
this.
Clementine for
Nobody does.
safety.
But so what?
Don't you see? We bring her to Richmond. They'll give us whatever we want.
Come
Medical
with
help for Kate.
Are you kidding?
She's our man.
And leave all this?
This
You
help
can't
all
just
of
sit here and die.
Why not? What does it
This
matter?
sparks the
You still have
Clementine
Luke and
paradox.
everyone else.
Most players
They're family.
instinctively side with Clem, leading
Family
to
Vin Diesel.
Conrad's death
I need
in
your
around
help.
96% of playthroughs. Eventually, the group arrives at Richmond's gates, where they are outnumbered and forced to surrender to Max, a man they previously clashed with. The scene is striking because it captures the group's
Now look, if we get
vulnerability.
separated,
You feel
Bab's
compelled
only
to
half a mile from
comply,
here.
not out of
Can't miss
choice,
it.
but necessity. With an injured Kate relying on your actions, surrendering feels like
ready?
the only realistic option. The
Love you,
statistics
Pete.
back this
I
up.
can really hate you.
96% of players chose to capitulate, highlighting how effectively this moment conveys powerlessness
Fucking
and
zombies.
stakes. This realism is one of the game's strengths, presenting decisions that feel naturally superior without forcing your
Bitch!
The episode's
Get him, Pete! Get him, Pete!
shocking reveal that David
Okay, we're kind of pickles, like a whole bunch of them.
alive, but
Don't die, Pete. I actually like you.
Come on, you fuck! Look at me!
Don't die,
Fuck
Pete.
out of here! I said get the fuck out of here!
Ah, fucking Pete. Fucking cat that shit, bruh. Oh, bitch, push your motherfucking shit. Yeah, joke. Oh no, Pete. Oh no, Pete, don't die.
Moments like this demonstrate its masterful.
Pete.
Where season 2 struggled to make its characters feel integral, this twist ties nearly everyone.
Goddamn Pete. Fucking Pete, man.
Into the central narrative.
His sacrifice will be in vain.
Begins compellingly,
Goddamn, we get to die. I love Pete.
Javier's flashbacks, which provide a glimpse into a simple time in the Walking Dead universe. These moments highlight the sacrifices and hard decisions Harvey and Kate made to keep Gabe and Mariana safe. In Richmond,
Luke's not with
Harvey
you?
is in prison,
Where's
but
Alfie?
David takes him to see Kate.
What
On
happened?
the way, David
been
learns
hours.
about
Where are
Mariana's
they?
death
Clem!
and immediately demands
got
answers.
bit.
When Harvey
What?
reaches
What
Kate's
happened?
room, she
Walkers.
expresses a desire to leave Richmond,
My God.
citing her fractured relationship with
Where
David.
were you
It's
exactly?
clear Kate
Down by the
doesn't love
stream.
him and
We gotta
wants
go.
to be with
Just
Harvey
hold on a minute.
instead.
My
However,
husband is still
escaping
out
isn't an
there.
immediate
Get the
option.
guns.
They need to earn their place in Richmond. It's here we meet the season's
Luke
primary
and Alvin went out looking for
antagonist,
you.
Joe,
Told them
whose
not to go.
actions will ultimately drive
Damn
the
it, Luke.
story forward. However, Harvey is deemed unfit to stay in Richmond, leading to
Clementine,
him and his group getting kicked
you
out.
please watch
Kate
Sam?
and Gabe have to stay
She's
in
upstairs.
Richmond.
Just
Upon
distract
being
her.
thrown out,
And don't
Harvey,
tell her
Tripp,
anything.
And Jesus follow a map
She gets
provided
nervous.
by David and
We should go with
encounter
you.
Clementine
Too
along
dangerous.
the way, who reveals
You'll be safe
a
inside.
devastating
Just don't open the
truth.
doors for
David
anything. We'll
was
be
the
back
one
soon.
who took AJ. This revelation complicates David's character. While he helps Kate and provides aid to Harvey, his actions toward Clementine make him deeply
cheese.
divisive. The Clementine paradox
The fuck, guys?
is
Found this
here.
under the house.
Players
There was all kinds of
overwhelmingly
old stuff.
side with Clem, even though Harvey doesn't know all the details.
So
David
cool.
is designed as a
Take one
morally
of me.
grey character,
Come
but
on,
his
take one of
actions
me.
toward AJ and Clem push many players to see him as irredeemable.
Sure.
If we're being realistic, Harvey would
Me
probably
and a
side
good
with
pulse,
David over Clem, but that's a story for another time. Following
Okay,
the
I'm
map
ready.
leads the group to a warehouse full of stolen supplies. David soon comes after, and a confrontation
What's
with
wrong?
Clementine sets the stage
where's
for
my
a
dad?
choice. Do you side with David or Clem? But before you can have a chance to sit on this choice,
Sure,
you
should
discover
do
the
that.
warehouse is full of stolen
should know
supplies.
what's going
And
on.
when Max and
He
Badger
told you
show
not
up,
to
it's
tell me,
revealed under
didn't he?
Jones' orders,
He is in
Max
trouble.
and Badger have been looting
Oh my
other
gosh.
communities,
Oh,
including
okay.
Prescott.
What happened?
Badger's unapologetic evil is
Clem?
on full display as he revels in Mariana's
Pete's
death,
dead.
showing no remorse. This leads to a confrontation, and it's one Badger loses.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry, I just need to...
It's cathartic, a rare moment where a game allows you to exact justice on a truly vile,
Yeah, that's how a kid acts, yeah.
irredeemable character. Unlike many modern games that humanize
Yeah, but why is he
villains,
acting like a
Badger's
5-year-old?
irredeemable
That's what he
nature
basically
makes
is.
his punishments deeply
Yeah.
satisfying. I
see
personally
what I
didn't
found?
hold back, delivering the brutal justice
Yeah, hold till today,
he
huh?
deserved.
Will you show me how to use
The
it?
point drawing it out.
I couldn't find any books. If something's wrong, I should know. What if I have to use one?
Ah, shit.
Okay, but it's not
On
a
the
toy.
other hand,
I know.
Max occupies
First,
a moral
remember,
grey area.
it's just
While
a
he
game.
was
The
complicit
set
in the atrocities
containing all the
that led
elements
to the death
that are
of
members
many
of
innocents and
That'd be
even
heavy.
children, he
Okay.
displays
that are
some
all
What do I
members
do?
of Satan
Personally,
B
though,
sect.
I
Most
didn't
important
forgive
thing is,
him, but
when you
his
go to
death
shoot,
does show
take
a
a
more
breath
subdued
before
manner.
you pull the
Max
trigger.
is killed quickly, a swift execution
Not
for
that
his
big.
crimes, whereas Badger is brutally punished. These
What should I
moments
shoot?
highlight the game's
Oh, what the fuck?
action of different shades
Sorry,
of evil,
sorry.
from Badger's
Hey, that fucking toy can kill somebody.
to Max's conflicted
tree.
morality.
It's a Glock.
If you chose
Hey,
to
that
go
ain't a
down
toy.
the road,
Glocky
Hey,
Glock
Luke's
Glock.
back.
Jesus will confront you,
Cap somebody, say.
warning that acting like a beast risks losing your humanity.
Mariana, did that make you feel better? I wouldn't shed any tears if I were you. You're damn right it did. Finn deserved everything he got.
Be careful, Hobby. Act like a beast. You risk what makes you human.
While this perspective aligns more closely with Season 1's themes, and even something I would agree with in Season 1, I felt that both Badger and Max had crossed lines that warranted their fates.
Oh, fuck.
Nevertheless, Jesus'
not
words
Luke.
serve as a powerful reminder of the
Clem,
moral
I
stakes
think I
at
know
play,
him.
grounding the story in the harsh realities
can't
of the
see me.
Walking Dead
Do I have to make
universe.
her go away?
Episode 3 concludes with Harvey, David, and the group returning to Richmond to confront Joan
Why can't
about
he
what
see
Max
you?
and Badger said. Predictably, this ends in chaos as Joan manipulates others against you, leading to another imprisonment and David being tried for treason as he goes crazy shooting Lonnie, a friend of Max and Badger who lied, accusing David of being the one to give the orders when it was actually Joan. This time he had to escape the prison through a window.
Come on, duck and run. Oh no, he looks pretty bad, dude. Look at his beard. Oh shit, he's opened it. He didn't give a shit.
Grappling with addiction, Lingard requests
Get out of
that
here,
you
now.
euthanize him
Is that
in
how your dad
exchange
taught
for the
you to break a
location of
Yes.
AJ.
I've
This
got a
part
gun.
of the game, in my
smart girl.
opinion, is
I would too.
haunting
But
and
I'm not a bad
perfect
guy, I mean.
exploration
Yo,
of the
mustache.
psychological
You're definitely a bad
toll
guy.
of the apocalypse. While The Walking
Kinda
Dead has
surprised
touched
about
on
Fuck it,
this
G, he has the gun.
before, this
What's your name?
moment
He's packing heat.
stands out for its raw depiction of despair
Oh
and
fuck, weirdo.
exhaustion.
Close the door.
In the end, despite
Oh, shit.
sweat, I told Lingard to leave.
A child has no chance.
Clem from taking
Goddamn.
the deal.
So I was
Lingard
older.
hadn't done anything
Kick this guy's
wrong.
ass.
He always tried to
Kick him in the dick and run.
Nice place.
even helpful.
Is there
For
anyone else
this,
around?
I don't believe
Jesus.
he deserves a death penalty. And as he's incredibly helpful to
We
those
have a
around
big
him,
group.
there's no
Lots.
reason to take his
Oh.
life. I found
big?
it incredibly
Dozens.
interesting
They'll be
that the
back
game
soon.
showed two
And
sides
they
of
left you here all
Lingard,
alone.
who is,
They
remember,
must trust you.
just a side character.
Well, I'll
One
cut to
where
the
he's
chase.
portrayed as
I'm
an
out looking for
addictive
my
burden,
people. 7
and
of
one
them to
where
be
he's a
exact.
helpful doctor.
They've been
It
gone a
feels
long
like
while.
the game was testing our
I'm worried they might have
morality.
gotten
It
lost.
made me care for
Maybe
a
you've seen
character
them.
who barely
Couple of
got
farm
10
boys and
minutes
an old
of
man.
screen time.
Spanish
Whether
guy
you
and
love
his daughter.
or hate a new
Quiet girl.
frontier, they really
Bit taller
put
than
effort
you.
into the side characters,
Big black
giving
guy.
them continuing
This big.
arcs and
And
human
a pretty little
struggles.
pregnant
I know
lady.
I'm skimming over a lot of things fast,
That's a lot
but
of
it's
people to
because I want
lose.
you all to have
Tell me about it.
context, to
This
show
whole
that
damn thing's
while
a
the
pain in
game
the
is
ass.
long and a lot of it can be forgettable, when a part is added that's overlooked, it's actually really heartfelt and well written, going from the evil story of Badger to the
God, I'm
conflicting
scared.
actions of Max, and
I
then
need
to
an
the
adult.
mercy of Dr.
Oh, God.
Lingard felt like something
Like I shank him with his kitchen knives.
These are side characters.
Prison
Yet they
rules,
play a
man.
bigger part in the game
That looks
than
like a
I
damn
first
tornado ran
noticed.
through
And
here.
I bet a lot of
Must be
you
like
didn't
close to
notice
10
it at
people with
first
you?
either. After the confrontation with Lingard, a plan by
God
Harvey,
damn it.
David,
Ah,
and
shit.
Sure, you've been
Kate
here a
to
while.
take out Joan gets
Listen,
foiled
kid,
by
you're not
Eleanor.
one of those nuts.
Get shanked.
For Shangri-La.
She said you were coming here today to take
No, fuck.
Joan goes
I'm in trouble.
What is
Oh
this
shit, he.
threatening to kill
Yeah.
not only David, but also Trip and Ava.
I'll
The
take it.
twist here is
God
that
damn
Joan
it.
makes you
Now I'm
think
defenseless.
you're picking who to save, but in reality,
Oh, okay, what am I supposed to do?
kill.
I can't fire the glass at all while weapon.
Steps in that we get a choice to
God
leave
damn it, man.
peacefully,
It's a real
which
nice
I
place.
chose to
Kinda
take.
cozy.
Clint seems like a
Oh, a lot of trouble, bro. What am I supposed to do is go out the door. I had no chance, I'm a child.
By killing
I knew a guy
him,
that always
resulting
works
in a
like
huge
this.
final fight.
Talk to
When
him.
Kate comes to help, she
smart
accidentally
son,
blasts a
bitch.
hole into Richmond's
But a smart
walls,
man.
practically becoming
miss him.
responsible for the
What's
deaths
his
of
name?
many. As a
Carlos.
quick rewind,
Oh
I
shit.
honestly think
He
the
knows
game
it.
should have
Oh,
done
okay, yeah, he knows his people.
I really wish
This is
there was
Carver.
an actual way to
White's
sway
in
him on
trouble.
your side. In the end, what were episodes 2, 3,
3 moves
and
away from
4
checkmate.
about? Legacy, evil, and mercy. Episode 4 concludes here. The final episode isn't fully set up, and I'm going to be
done.
honest. The final episode is one of my favorites. We have a Kate who wants
But you
to
said nobody's
right
here.
things versus David who caused the scuffle and wants to leave safely with
Nobody
his
is
family.
here.
Yet the two
You heard nothing,
brothers
bitch.
are finally going to have their relationship.
Oh, fuck, he packing
Let's
heat.
finally
Oh, shit.
discuss my favorite episode.
God damn.
in the
Alright, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to solve this motherfucker. He finds you, bruh. Ah, damn, bruh. Don't open that door. Something in there. Ah, shit, bro.
It's all I need.
Dude, pack. You need a gun for this shit? I mean, Jesus, dude.
Bones. for
I
it.
told you, nobody's
Legacy
here.
and bones.
Seems that way.
That's all we'll leave
Didn't mean
behind.
to be
Episode
rude.
5 has one of my
Couldn't just leave
favorite
you here with a good
emotional
conscience if
beginnings of
someone was
any
poking
Walking
around,
Dead
right?
episode. David,
Sure.
Harvey, and their father are seen playing a game of dominoes before the outbreak. A heartwarming and humanizing moment. When Javier ends up losing, he doesn't have any money to
Who's
pay for
this?
his loss.
Oh
And
shit!
by
I
this
could take that
point,
picture.
He was suspended from the baseball league. Their father steps in, offering to
Never
pay
seen
for
her before.
Javier. He reluctantly has
Oh, he
no
looks pissed.
choice
Like he
but
feels
to
like he's
accept, grabbing his father's wallet.
He's getting tired by shit. He's probably
Find a
cracking
piece
one.
of
No
medical
idea who
paper.
these people
Before he
are,
has a
do you?
chance to read it, however,
Yo, I don't trust you,
snatches
fucker.
it. This is the moment where David and Harvey find out their father
Let me
was
ask you this.
diagnosed with
You met him.
cancer. He
How
had
much did he
refused to
trust
tell anyone,
Oh, that's a
resulting
good
in
question.
David getting angry. He requests that they don't
Well,
tell
they
their mother,
locked
which
me up
David
in the
gets
shed.
even angrier
People don't
about.
trust you.
When the topic
How can you
shifts
trust
to
them?
treatment and when he'll start, he tells the two brothers he turned
God looks
down,
evil. He has a
being
mustache.
too expensive, not wanting
Well, I
to
think
be a
I've troubled
burden.
you long
David
enough.
absolutely
I can let
loses
myself
it
out.
here, finally pushing his father to fight. At this point,
But wait,
it's
who are
Javier's
you?
turn to pick a
Get out of
side.
real good,
Does he
David.
side with his father's choice or back his brother David? I personally chose to say it was his life and that only he could decide, to which
Where
David
is he?
storms out.
He's
To our
gone.
surprise, we're told by our father
What
that
if
we
he
should have
comes back?
actually backed David because neither Harvey or David are strong enough to handle their father's death on their own. Their father then speaks one of my favorite quotes of all
We need to
time.
find the others. We can't go outside.
It's all anyone leaves behind.
Clementine,
Sarah!
you were with Nick, right?
He then
We gotta
tells
go find
Javier to be brothers
The
with
man was-
David before it's
What?
too late.
What did
A
she
final
say?
dying wish
Someone came to the
and
cabin.
a final dying
What?
promise.
Clementine talked to him.
You just opened the door for him?
Okay,
Calm
I'll
down,
try.
Becca.
As hard as
Calm
you
down?
can.
I am
As-
calm. You calm
As
down.
hard as I can.
He was coming in either way.
What an absolutely
told you not to
phenomenal
open the door
start
for
to an
anyone.
episode. This
Did he
whole
say his
scene
name?
alone
Did he
tells
say
me
what his
so
name
much.
was?
Number one, that
Maybe it
Telltale
wasn't
didn't
him.
need to
You know
rely
damn well
on
who it
deaths or zombies to
Did he
push a
say his
narrative
name?
or make us
Why do
feel
you care so
emotional.
much?
They've genuinely
me?
got talented
Look,
writers
Clem, just tell
and
us what he
voice
looked like.
actors who
What was he
tried their
wearing?
absolute best
Did he sound
to create
different?
something great.
He had a
Number
big brown
two,
coat.
that this is one of the
Have a
only
lining?
games in the
Collar?
franchise to explore such
sure.
deep emotions
He
and
talked about you,
relationships
Dad.
repeatedly.
You're not gonna
Legacy,
hurt anyone, are you?
evil,
Of course he
promises,
won't, Sarah.
punishment, justice,
Your dad's the nicest man I
and
know,
giving
which is
up.
why he's
This
not gonna do
game
anything
is
crazy
written
or not
phenomenally.
nice,
It's why I
right?
think it's great.
You know
It's
these are
such a
bad
shame
people,
that
sweetie.
it's
They
a
will
bad
do or
season.
say
It's
anything
such a
to
shame
hurt
that
us.
they forced
Now,
this
what do you think?
beautifully crafted
Does it seem like he'd be
story
coming back?
into a series it just
saw a
didn't
picture of
fit
you.
into. This honestly could
What
have
were
been
you
one
doing
of the
taking
greatest
pictures?
flankers or spin-off
Carlos.
games from The
What?
Walking Dead.
You need to calm
I
down.
just wish
You're scaring your
they
daughter.
didn't force
It was
it
Sarah's
into
idea.
Clementine's story. Back
I
to
don't care
reality,
whose
the
idea it
fight at
was.
Richmond keeps heating up.
Blame your daughter.
When Kate
Scouting.
is safe, she
You
goes
got
straight
lucky.
to
He
us
wasn't expecting to
instead
find
of
us.
David. See, at this
Clementine
point,
must have surprised
everybody
him.
starts to
She
fear
hadn't been
David.
there.
Please.
Well,
forgive
he was
both
too
of us.
smart to stick around, but he'll be back with the rest. We don't have much time.
He's right. Everyone pack up. We're moving out.
Alvin, wait.
Oh my God!
We have to leave now, sweetie, before he comes back with more bad guys. But it's gonna be okay. Just go get your things.
What does he want?
He'll bring us back.
I'm sorry, that was an
Clem,
accident. You were
I
going
don't know
to
what he
kill her.
told you, but William Carver is a dangerous man. He's the leader of a camp not far
Resulting in
from
a
here,
loving
and he's
moment with
very
our brother,
smart.
Finding out what
Lucky
he's
to
thinking,
escape.
why he's
Look,
doing
I'm
what
sorry
he
to
is.
involve you,
It's
but
another
now that he's
emotional
seen
moment
you,
that
you'll
really
be safer
stuck
with us.
me. With Kate's
You
plan
have
to
to
save
leave.
Richmond, David leads us to a garage where we can find vehicles
We
to
gotta
do
find
so.
Nick on our way out of
However,
here. You
when
know
we
where he
get
was,
there,
right?
his plan
Yeah.
changes. He no
All right.
longer wishes to
Everybody
save
grab your
Richmond.
stuff. Let's hit
He
the
wants
road.
to leave with his family to safety. Kate gets angry about this, slapping David and telling
You
Harvey
said it was just up
she
here?
can't believe she loved
Yeah,
either
just a
of
little
them.
ways.
This is the moment where David
Clem,
finally snaps,
sorry if I gave
believing
you some
Harvey
shit that
is
day.
trying to take his
I'm just a
family.
little on edge.
This leads
I still
to
don't like
another
what you did.
iconic iconic,
Sneaking around on
absolutely
us and taking
beautifully
advantage
written
of my
moments in the game.
Why is
With
Carver after
David
you?
now fully
After me?
hell-bent on hurting Javier, you have two
Oh, you
choices.
mean us?
Finally stand up to your
It's a
brother,
long story.
or show him the love you promised your
He has a
pa.
hard
Show
time
him
letting go.
you want to be brothers
I know you did your best back
before
then.
it's too late.
You know, none of us would make it on
What
our
do you
own.
have to say for yourself?
Sometimes it's hard knowing just how dependent I am on you.
David, stop it!
I'm not used to that. I'm not comfortable with that.
I love you.
I'm supposed to be a
Don't get
mom's
to say
friend.
that.
Guess I need to work on my patience. Alvin and I still don't know what to
I
call
love
him.
you.
Or
No.
him if that man
Stop
gets his
saying
wish.
that. No.
Any ideas? Clem?
Dad, no.
Dave! Oh my god!
You're not taking my family
There.
from me.
That's where we were.
Don't!
I'm gonna kill you. I love you, brother.
Clementine ends this fight before it gets out of control, remembering a familiar fight from her
Nick.
past. With this, David leaves with
I
Gabe.
didn't.
You now have another two options. Save
door.
Richmond with Kate, or go find David and Gabe. After thinking about it for a while, I decided the
I can't
correct
move.
choice for Javier
Oh.
was to go after Gabe, the boy he promised
Pete,
to protect.
my boy Pete.
And David, the man he promised his
Pete, man,
father
Pete.
he would be a brother to. It felt
Pete
like a
Pan.
more natural choice to his character arc. Harvey then finds Gabe and David safe but in danger. Him and Clementine
Stop
save
that. Oh no, are you dead? Pete!
one of my favorite action sequences
Pete!
in the franchise.
Don't die, Pete. Oh, he's fucking fine, thank God.
Jesus. Hey, man. You got any
Once they're
aspirin?
saved,
Fucking
David
Pete, dog.
gives his
You
final
asshole.
speech, realizing how much he messed up and what he
My boy
caused.
Pete.
He decides
Where's
to
Nick?
leave.
I mean, Nick!
You an option to let him walk.
I keep calling him Pete for
Tells
some
him
reason.
to
I mean,
come
Nick.
back. Again, I was playing the game with
Oh, boy.
Paul's promise in mind, so I asked David to come
We gotta
back
get moving.
in a
Okay,
full
Carver's
circle
gang showed up.
moment. Javier
Goddamn,
met
bro.
his father
Yeah,
today.
let's go.
I called the wrong name the whole time.
It's all anyone leaves
Nick.
behind.
Nick's my boy. I can literally sit mad at you.
Hey, Clem.
Season 3, in a way,
I just
is
wanted to say,
actually about
thanks for not giving
forgiveness.
up on me.
David forgiving Harvey for never being there, but also Harvey forgiving David
Don't
for
worry
his
about it.
mistakes.
I
Don't
won't forget
forget,
it.
Clementine has to forgive David too. The story hinges
I'll be
on
condescending.
those who've messed up.
He did save his life.
Javier used to be the messer.
This game of zombies hate makers like a
Do you
fucking
forgive
G.
him like he forgave you? Sadly,
The dad
in
jump
my
scene.
game, Kate ended
You do
up
something
dying,
stupid?
which I was definitely
tell
not
me.
happy about,
Nick saved
but
my
you
life.
can't save
Really?
everybody.
Yeah,
With David
sort
back
of.
at Richmond,
I'm worried about that
I
kid.
decided Javier
Keep
should
an eye
be
on
the
him for
new
me, would you?
leader to make sure everything
You
would
Sure
go
does, yeah.
still wanna come
smoothly.
with
I
us?
told Clementine to go after AJ,
I
and
know
just
we
like
got off
that,
to a rough
our
start,
story
and I can't
ends.
make any
The
promises
story
it won't get
of
rougher.
many morals,
We all know you
evils,
now.
family,
I don't have
and
anywhere else
in
to
the
go.
end,
Well then,
love.
welcome to the party.
Yeah, thanks.
We're smarter than we look. I figure we got about 4 or 5
In
days to
my
reach those
opinion,
mountains.
A New Frontier
Now, if
is
they're
a
tracking
strong
us,
entry in the
we should be able to
series.
lose
It
them.
retains the emotional
5 days?
impact of the previous games
gonna
and
be okay,
even
man.
explores
We
new
have to keep
themes,
moving now.
but it suffers
It's our
from
only
a key
choice.
issue. It doesn't justify its place as a Season 3. The Walking Dead games are about Clementine. This season focuses on Javier. I could list all the things I love about A New Frontier, but ultimately it wouldn't really matter, and I can't change your mind. This is because the main connection to the larger plot in A New Frontier is that David stole AJ, but that's a stretch. If you think about it, it's like making a game about the stranger's brother from Season 1 just because the stranger took Clementine. It doesn't add much to the story, and it doesn't really make sense. The game is great, and I personally enjoy many
See
of the
anything?
characters, but there are noticeable
better see something.
missteps.
You've been
Characters
walking for
like
a damn week.
Ava, Eleanor, and
got to find
Conrad
some
felt
shelter.
like they were set up to be more
There's
important,
a
but then
lift
died
or
off
something.
unexpectedly.
Careless.
Especially Ava.
Must be that ski
Clinton
resort.
stands out as a character with the most
never been
lost
skiing.
potential.
Reckon I
I
went
think
once.
it would have been
wasn't
amazing
pretty.
if there had been a way to save him, team
Here,
up with
take this
him,
back.
or even have an
There's a
alternative
building
path
on the
where he
mountain.
helps lead a
What's it look like?
rebellion against
It's
Joe.
big.
But no, he dies regardless, despite
sounds like a good place
Telltale
to spend the
portraying
night.
him as someone who could be swayed to your side. side. I really enjoyed how Javier's flashbacks gradually added depth to his character, allowing us to see more of his backstory the further he went into the chaos. It's unfortunate, though,
There's
that
a little
Clementine's
house by the
flashbacks
bridge.
mostly serve
big
to
is it?
invalidate our
It's pretty
choices
small.
from Season 2, which I spoke about
There's
more
the
in depth
bridge.
in my
does it
Season
look
2
passable?
essay. It's perplexing
so.
that more effort was put into Harvey's flashbacks than to Clementine's.
We have to cross
I
that
recently
bridge.
conducted
Let's
a
go.
poll on my community
Hold on
page,
now.
which you should
Can't
check
all go
out,
sprinting across that
asking
thing,
whether
okay? We
people
get spotted out
loved,
there, we're gonna be
liked,
trapped.
disliked,
Going
or
around that lake
hated
will
A
take
New
too long.
Frontier. Most
but
responses
we've got
indicated
no
that
idea
people
who's out there.
simply
And
just
I'm gonna sneak
liked
across,
the game,
make sure it's clear
with the
before we ring
remaining
poker
votes split pretty
Think
evenly.
splitting up the group
Many
is a
of
good
the
idea?
issues I've discussed
I've
were
never said it was a
echoed in
good
feedback,
idea,
and I want
but
to share a
it's
few
better than
comments
risking
that I
everyone
think
at once.
perfectly capture
What's
the
your plan?
problems
Clem and
with
I
this
can scoot
season.
across low and
One
slow,
viewer
make sure
brought
nobody's
up a
waiting for us on
point
the
I
other side.
hadn't considered
We'll have a
until
tough time
now.
covering from
Many
back here.
players simply
we'll just
didn't
turn
connect
back if
with
it
the
gets
new
hairy.
characters. Another viewer mentioned the
Clementine should
issue
stay
with the
here.
characters, particularly Eleanor,
She's what?
who they felt had potential
Just a
but
little
was
girl.
ultimately underused.
She's a
I
valuable
agree with this
little girl.
sentiment.
You're
A
not
New
my dad,
Frontier
Carlos.
definitely
Shut up, bitch.
You are lucky
its
you're not my
characters.
daughter.
Personally, I think Badger
Oh.
would have been a more
He fucking roasted your shit.
Fine. Hey, we'll see
She
you guys in
roasted
10
your
minutes.
shit.
Just
By a
watch
little
for
girl.
my far side.
I can
Oh.
go
I
too.
also want to highlight something
stay
Got fucking owned. Pwned.
I don't like this.
Yeah, well, when's the last time you liked anything?
I wholeheartedly
Yeah, Carlos, you a bitch. You bitch ass, Carlos. You bitch.
in earlier seasons.
Okay. It's your bitch ass, Carlos.
I'm sorry about that. You really use your eyes, and right now I don't trust neckties or shoes. You're just still on edge after the carving thing.
It's been 5 days.
In
Why would
contrast,
Carver
season
still be
3 feels
following
much
us?
less defined. I'm not even sure where it's supposed
What's
to
the most
take
important
place.
thing in this world?
There were a ton of comments on this poll, and
What does
I read
everyone
all of
want?
them. Check
Family.
the community tab frequently, and
It's a
hey,
tough world
you
out there
might
without
get
people
featured
in
in the
control.
videos.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, family. It's like it's the Diesel, the Fast and Furious.
Anyways, you can answer that. Okay, I'm not gonna get mad.
Is a great game,
We've all made
but
mistakes.
just a
Done
terrible
things that we regret.
season. Thank you so much for
Not my
watching.
place to talk
If
about
you
someone else's
enjoyed,
past, you
leaving
know?
a like and
I know what
subscribing
that's like.
would really help. This video took
Yeah.
way too long.
Can't shoot them. Too much noise. There are only two.
Let's take him.
I like your style.
Knee kick.
I'll take the big one. You get shorty. Wish we could use a gun. Should be okay.
Got it. I'll take the small one.
Good. Let's do it.
Hit her kick ass and shoot bubblegum. Oh, bubblegum. Hammer time, fucker. Oh.
Clementine's final season begins with what AJ only
Go ahead.
knows as
It's a good pull.
a walker
Should come free.
writhing in pain
I know.
under the boiling
I've done this
sun.
before, remember?
long, a car
You
speeds
said.
past, and inside
Uh.
Clementine and her recently reunited best friend, Alvin Jr. Our first glimpse at AJ is while he's holding a gun, spinning the barrel
Nice
out
work,
forward,
kid.
something you'd hardly expect
Ow.
from such a young boy. The first interaction really establishes this dynamic. AJ
I was being a little shit.
dislike for
But dang.
he's grown up and even asking to drive. Of course, Clementine quickly shuts this down. Both are starving, searching for food and supplies. It's a dark and telling start to the game, setting up the themes of survival and trust. At what age is someone capable of defending themselves? When does childhood truly end? Yet Clementine lightens the mood by playing with a toy, showing the traces of innocence.
I hit this crawler, guys. That's hard to hit.
Even as he
Oh no, stand up.
he has undoubtedly used to kill many walkers. Before long, you stop at an abandoned shack, hoping to find supplies. Here, we're introduced to the new combat mechanics, which feel smooth, intuitive.
Oh, I hate this part though.
But it's
I never this part. Oh shit! Move!
Clementine teaches them the key lesson. When in a new place, they listen for minds,
Foreshadowing.
then find a way out. We're prompted with the idea
can't
that
reach.
AJ
It's okay.
is always
Clem, look.
listening. Inside the shack, they find a woman tied up with a sign requesting them to let them alone.
Let's go, bitch.
Choice, kill them to take their keys, or risk
Ah.
inaccessible area.
Let's go, bitch. Let's go, bitch. Oh, fuck, it's hammer time. You can't bite me in my mouth, fucker. Gosh, shit. I don't mean use defense. Let's go. Let's go. Parkour. You ain't shit. Machete, bruh. My arm. My body.
And both Clementine and AJ barely make it out alive, saved at the last second by strangers. Clementine wakes to find herself
Machete.
desperate to find AJ.
This is so slow on sugar. Yeah, fucking bitch. Fucking damn it. Die, bitch.
Gentle, kind-hearted young boy,
Mine to bring.
Marlon, the group's leader, who escorts them around Erickson's school.
It's fast paced, bruh. On the reflexes sometimes.
AJ seem to fit that description. This line feels significant, foreshadowing how their past and personalities will intersect with the school's
Come on, Luke.
At the school, we're introduced
God, yeah. Fuck yeah, Luke. You did it.
Ruby, Violet, Willie, and Lewis. Ruby, however, is furious with AJ for biting her, hinting at AJ's deeper struggles. When Clementine finds AJ in the piano room,
keep going.
he rushes to hug her in a beautifully cinematic moment. Lewis, a charming jokester, had been watching over AJ. It's here we learn about AJ's trauma. He doesn't like people sneaking up on him. When Clementine hands him a gun, Lewis is shocked, highlighting the contrast between AJ's hardened survivalist upbringing and the more sheltered lives of the other kids. This contrast sets up
I don't want to get in a fight.
beautifully.
Really think he chewed a little girl?
Grow up fast.
Just don't make any sudden moves.
Sheltered
And
and nurtured.
don't piss him off.
In one heartwarming scene,
Don't
Lewis
tell him
plays
anything.
piano,
You know, on
bringing
second
AJ
thought, maybe I
rare
should be
joy.
talking.
But AJ's survival instincts
hard to
kick
see.
in, saying the loud
I don't think so.
music is bad. Lewis invites AJ to try the piano, leading to a sweet moment where AJ begins to lower his guard and experience simple,
We're a little
innocent
lost.
happiness. I know I'm going over a lot of the game, but let me set up the story before we get into the opinions and theories. Marlon soon asks for Clementine's help clearing walkers, introducing us to traps as a mechanic. Why didn't they use this more? During this, Clementine's fear of dogs resurfaces,
You don't look like assholes.
reminding us of her
Are you
traumatic
assholes?
past.
No
Back
offense
at
or
the
anything,
school, AJ
but you know how
is
it is out
startled
here.
by Marlon.
You're the
hitting
one
him
holding a gun.
instinctively.
Oh!
Clementine helps
You
us
from the
reflect
north
on
like
his
everyone else?
behavior. Looking at a
Everyone
crow
else?
eating a walker,
I see at least
AJ
one group a day
asks
move
why
through
it
here.
would do that,
They all
showing
look the
his
same.
curiosity about
Have you
the
seen
world's
someone
harsh
named Krista?
realities.
Krista?
He confides that
Maybe.
he feels different, sensing
No, I
that
mean,
the other
a
kids
lot of people
don't
come
like
through
him.
here.
Clementine
I don't know.
encourages him to make friends,
I gotta say,
teaching him
That's
valuable
right.
social
Shit.
lessons.
If you need
AJ
food, I've
then
got some canned
begins
stuff in that station
apologizing
back
to
there.
Ruby for biting
Well,
her,
that's,
and learns about the
awful
other
nice of you.
kids, like
What's the
Mitch,
catch?
Winnie, Omar,
No catch.
and a
I've got
Sim.
plenty.
When AJ
all right then.
steals a Sim's
Thank you.
journal,
Hey, no
Clementine
problem.
teaches him the importance
Nice running into
of
friendly faces out
respecting
here.
others' privacy.
Like I said, we've got
Meeting
food and
Tennessee,
supplies back in the
AJ
station.
is drawn
And if
to
you
his drawings,
want-
sparking an interest in art. Back in
fuck,
their room,
man?
AJ mimics Tennessee.
The hell is he doing?
When Tennessee asks for his pens back, Clementine can teach AJ.
No, wait, no, Pete, no, Nick.
Sharing concepts foreign to a child raised on the road.
put it down.
One of the most heartbreaking moments comes at bedtime.
Ah, shit.
When AJ insists on sleeping.
Whoa, fuck.
Clementine kneels to him,
And the juggler, damn.
coaxing him to
Damn.
bed. It's a deep,
He dead.
moving scene, showing AJ's lingering trauma and how Clementine can guide him.
God damn it, Nick.
Where is it?
safe
I told you not to shoot. What?
Who was that guy?
Why didn't you wait for a signal?
We thought you were in trouble. You were waving your arms.
He was going to help us.
How do you know?
Damn it, Nick. I told you not to shoot.
How was I supposed to hear you? You gave me a clear shot.
That shot rang out from mine. Gotta get off this bridge. Let's go.
We get to teach AJ more the next day. AJ and Clementine meet Tennessee playing with toys. AJ eagerly wants to join, but struggles with sharing, a reoccurring theme. Clementine must once again teach AJ the value of ownership and sharing. It's moments like these that make
Looked like he had a
AJ
gun
feel
on him.
like a
That
real
asshole drew
child.
on me.
In my
He was about to
opinion,
shoot.
he does it better
was
than
he?
season 1
Telling you,
did
man, he
with
drew
Clementine.
first.
Later,
That's not what it
Marlon
looked like to me.
introduces
Was
Rosie,
it Nick's
the
fault?
camp's dog, while
What did you
AJ
see, Clem?
faces his
Is that guy
social
gonna shoot?
challenges.
Fuck you, Luke.
Clementine must confront
You've been on my
her
case the
own
whole
fear
week.
of dogs.
And why do you
This
think that
balance
is,
of character
Nick?
growth
Because you're
is
an asshole?
masterfully
He was
handled
gonna shoot.
as she will
See?
overcome it.
I told you,
protecting
asshole.
Rosie.
What was I
Marlon
supposed
will
to
then
do?
proceed to show
Either
you the
way,
map of the
you
school
coulda hit one
and
of
the
us.
supposed
Yeah, but I
safe zone,
didn't.
which will lead
Look,
you to go
I
on a
know
venture
Pete was
with
close
one
to you,
of
Nick,
two
but you
groups
can't
of
fucking
your
talk
choice.
about him.
Either way, this will lead you to
think
go
he
back
was
to
with
the
Carver?
Link Shack
I don't
to
know.
collect
I hate you, Nick.
supplies after
Goodbye.
you discover the fishing shack was stolen
He
from.
fell off the damn
Here,
bridge?
we encounter
Have to
Abel,
keep moving.
a dangerous scavenger.
minute.
I personally
Fine.
chose to let him take a small share to
Goddamn
avoid
booby.
Can I talk to you alone?
When we get back to the school, Brody and Marlon are furious we left the safe zone. Tensions rise, but Marlon seemingly calms the situation, and the group sits down to eat. AJ finds
Hey,
joy
Clem,
in drawing
you got
with
anything to eat?
Tennessee,
Rex
forming
dying
his
here.
first real
Alvin, I
friendship.
told
But
you
that
I'm
night,
fine.
Clementine is
Sorry,
awakened
I'm
by
out.
shouting from the
Wish we
basement.
still had those
She
juice
discovers
boxes.
Marlon
Yeah,
and
me
Brody
too.
arguing.
That
It's revealed that the
man said he
strangers
had
are
food in the
kidnappers
station.
who took Tennessee's
Mind checking it out?
sisters, Minnie and
Maybe we
Sophie.
could spend the night here.
Marlon, desperate to
Little
protect
small
the
for
group,
us, though.
had traded
You
them
could use a
away
little
and told
downsizing.
everyone they
You're
were
one to
dead.
talk.
When Brody threatens to expose him, Marlon accidentally kills her and locks Clementine in the basement.
I'm gonna sit
After
with Beck here for a
escaping,
minute.
Clementine finally confronts Marlon, who spirals out of control, waving a gun and blaming her for Brody's death. The truth ultimately unravels.
Rebecca,
Marlon
are you
betrayed
okay?
the group.
I'm all
He
right.
drops
I
the
just need a
gun,
little rest.
surrendering and
And some food.
admitting his
Alvin.
mistakes. But it's here that
He's saying his
AJ...
best. Can I talk to Sarah?
Thanks for backing me up. I'm sure they're talking about me right now. Oh, you got me in danger to the group. Who was that guy? I swear, it looked like he was holding you guys up. I figured he was with Carver.
He was just a guy.
Yeah. If Alvin is in front of me, he takes that shot. What a fucking mess.
Now that we've been fully introduced
Maybe I am
to the
listening.
world and
I don't
its
know anymore.
characters, we can shift our focus to the main
Fuck
subject
yeah.
and pick up the pace
time
a
is it
bit.
anyway?
AJ is absolutely phenomenal, and the writers truly knocked it out of the park.
What's
How
wrong?
does a troubled
I
youth
left my
with
watch
deep
back at the
trauma
cabin.
navigate the
was
complex
Pete's.
and morally grey rules
Gave it
of
to me.
survival? This is, in fact, the heart
I
of
found
the
it back at the
entire
cabin.
game.
Let me
It's
grab it.
about not just growing up, but
Really?
being born into a chaotic, messy
There you go, Nick.
world
Can't say
where
that, you.
violence
Thank you.
is routine, yet everyone
This
insists it's wrong. Where
Thank you,
killing
Clem.
is constant,
You know
but
what?
for some reason
I'm gonna go
it's
talk to them.
unforgivable when it involves
God
other
damn, man.
humans, even threats. Viewing the world through AJ's perspective makes the game infinitely more.
Yeah, but you at?
Do
Yeah.
we even have the answers ourselves? After killing Marlon, AJ wrestles with difficult questions.
Why would
What
you
is
do
a
that?
murderer? Why did Lewis call him one? If Marlon was bad,
man said he had
why
lots of
shouldn't
food.
he be dead?
There's gotta be
These
something
are
left.
deeply valid questions, and it's something
I
I
need
wish
some
they
help
had
here, girl.
explored with Clementine in season
Shit,
1.
knife.
While many claim Clementine is a protector, like Lee, the comparison isn't as straightforward as it seems. Lee was purely a protector, but
Feels pretty
Clementine
good.
is a mother to AJ. She
Got it.
doesn't just shield him from harm, she teaches him right and wrong. through
Alright, let's go. Open his mouth. Let's go! Eating the most simplest of shit is epic.
correctly, even when you might agree.
Alright, fuck yeah, I can.
Choices. A great example is when you can tell AJ Marlon
Fucking
had it
Alvin, man.
coming, but I chose to tell him what he did was
Man,
wrong.
I thought we had it bad.
Marlon was
Look
a
at this dump.
murderer, and maybe he deserved it.
Yes,
but
he did
killing
have food.
him in cold blood
Man,
when
fuck
he wasn't a threat is
I know you
still
said the guy
murder.
drew on him
AJ
first.
must not only
Nick was running up
understand
like a
this
damn fool.
intellectually,
I would've
but
drawn on
feel
him
it
too.
emotionally. Just
Nick's
as a
lost a
mother
lot of
would
his people,
teach,
that's for
the
sure.
other kids
That
except
doesn't
for
give him
Ted and
any excuse
Violet
to start
now
shooting up
despise
strangers.
AJ.
Give
This
him a break.
forces
His
Clementine to
uncle
teach
just
AJ
died.
about
Yeah, true enough.
atonement, the act
I don't
of
know what I'd
making
do if I
amends.
lost back.
Unfortunately,
I'm just
this
saying.
doesn't sit
I
well
mean,
with many
you ever
of the
know anyone
kids
to do a
who
thing like
vote
that?
to expel them anyway. AJ, confused and angry, wonders why his apology didn't
Actually,
but
yeah.
as they're
What
forced
happened?
out,
A woman in
Clementine
our
and
group.
AJ
Oh,
are
yeah.
Her dad died,
ambushed by none
and she
other
just
than
shot this
Lily.
other woman.
Damn. What you do?
And my friend forgave her.
Huh.
And then she stole our car and left us.
Oh yeah.
Turns out to be one of the leaders of
Bike girls,
child
man.
kidnappers. She's also accompanied by Abel, the man from the shack.
That's funny.
A fight ensues,
She looks just like
and
you.
with the help from Lewis and Violet,
That's a very funny
Clementine
guy.
escapes into a
Hey,
wolf
Clem,
herd,
there's
where
not a
she
lot of food
encounters
here.
James,
Rebecca,
a
well,
pacifist who
she's eating for
refuses
two.
to kill
You think we can keep this just between us? I hate to even say
the
it,
juxtaposition
but...
of meeting
And I
Lily,
never
a
go against the group.
ruthless
But I've
survivalist,
gotta
and
put
James,
Beck
a
and the baby
staunch
first.
pacifist, is
You understand, right?
fascinating.
The
They
whole group
represent
should
two
decide.
extremes
I
of
know
what
you're
AJ
right.
could become,
It's just so
merciless or
It's a shame.
delusional. James helps
Nick was a good
AJ
guy.
recover
He's
and
still a
gives
good guy.
Clementine a much
He's just
needed
losing.
rest before guiding them
God
back to
knows
the
we're not
school.
perfect.
Despite the other kids'
Hell, I'm
feelings,
glad you're with us
Clementine and
today.
AJ are given a chance to prove themselves by helping
Shoot first, ask questions later is
against the
What the hell is
Raiders.
that?
Even the cold-hearted Mitch begins to
Oh,
warrant
shit.
Clementine as she earns their trust through her
Oh
leadership.
fuck, the gunshot. Damn it.
As weeks
got a
pass,
problem here.
Clementine takes on a leadership
Yeah,
role,
we saw.
balancing the care
All right,
for
we're heading
AJ
up.
with earning the group's trust. During this time, she experiences violent
Eh,
dreams about
I can't make a bit.
where she found AJ. These dreams are unsettling, but they're interrupted as AJ's trauma comes to the forefront once again. Standing on
The
a
baby.
desk,
Well,
he declares he wishes
what are
to
we waiting
never
for?
sleep again to stay safe.
careful.
AJ tries to step up, offering to patrol
We've been
for
on the road for
Clementine,
5
but her
days.
nurturing side
My back is
prevails
done
as she
back here.
promises to keep the bad dreams away, letting him
Doesn't look
sleep
like
in her
anybody's home.
bunk. These tender moments solidify the deep bond between Clementine
Nailed down
and
tight.
AJ. The next morning, defenses are inspected,
I'll
and
check
you
around
can
front.
choose to go on a date
I'll go with
with
you.
either Lewis or Violet. I'll refrain from commenting on the ships
It'd
as
be good to
I'm
know if anybody's
terrified
actually
of
back
both
there.
Lewis fans and Clementine
Probably get a better view from up
Later,
top.
Lily and her
Have an easier
raiders
time
are
getting up there.
finally attack.
Feel like taking a
Everything is
look?
going well until the plan
It'd be
falls
just like
apart
climbing a
when
treehouse.
Ken surrenders,
And just a
hoping
really
to
tall
reunite with his
treehouse.
sister after
Made of
Lily
steel.
promises
What
that
am
she's
I, a
okay.
monkey?
Because of this, Mitch gets
Hey, you said
killed,
it, not me.
and either Lewis or Violet is
God
taken
damn it, poor
hostage
child.
along with other children. Fortunately, Clementine and AJ capture a raider, Abel, setting the stage for another lesson for AJ. This episode was phenomenal.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Just take it slow. I'll catch you if you fall. Probably.
God damn it, Luke. Kind of shiny is
Got a
that?
good grip?
This episode
Yeah.
also
When I was a kid,
Clementine
used to jump
carries her
rooftops
own
downtown.
trauma.
Now
Unlike
that was
Lee,
fun.
she must grapple
That
with
sounds
her own
stupid.
demons
Yeah.
while guiding AJ through
Yeah, it
his.
was.
This is why
The
I
trick
say
was not to
that
look down,
Clementine
though.
doesn't simply become Lee. She becomes
Oh,
to
shit.
Oh, you're fine.
personal. As
You're
I
fine.
stated,
Just look at me,
something
okay?
similar
You're fine.
to a mother. At such
just
a young
slow
age,
down.
she doesn't protect
Score
him.
second,
She
okay?
teaches him everything he'll ever know.
Shit,
Like
I...
an idiot.
Next, AJ will grapple with the value
Just
of
climb
human
the
life
thing.
and whether some actions can strip it away entirely. Episode 3 begins sorrowfully with a shot of the school and an air of sadness. Willie mourns Mitch, even going as far as to push Ten and blame him for his
See
death.
anything?
Meanwhile, Lewis informs Clementine of Abel's capture,
I can see
leading
the
to her
bridge.
and AJ giving him a less than warm welcome. Here,
I see
you're
people.
presented with multiple choices, ranging
Wait,
from
I see
pleading
something.
to
What is
outright
it?
torture.
A light.
What you
But wait,
choose in this
there's another.
situation will
Luke.
be witnessed by AJ. Is it ever justifiable
Luke.
to torture bad people if it means saving your friend?
Oh,
How
shit.
much pain can
There's
you
people here
inflict
already.
before it
Fuck, that was
becomes
quick.
inhumane? No matter your decision,
Is that... He survived! Oh, my boy Kenny back.
guidance in this world. If you are like me and chose
Listen,
to be
everyone,
a tiny
just
bit
stay
violent.
calm.
The game promptly
you
points
trying to
out
rob us?
who
Excuse
tortured
me,
a
honey,
man
but do I
in
look like a
front of
fucking
AJ.
thief?
The kids
Everyone
then
calm
moved to
down.
scout
Hey,
the
man,
boat,
you calm the fuck
encountering
down.
Minnie
Sarah,
along the
get
way,
behind
who
me.
is
Tell us
now
who you are.
entirely
We ain't here to rob
brainwashed.
nobody.
If they're going
Put
to
the
raid
gun
the
down.
boat,
Fuck that.
they'll need
Whoa,
help
whoa,
from
whoa,
someone who can
whoa.
walk among the dead
Please,
and
just
create
do what he
herds.
says.
James. However, James insists
Oh,
on
fuck, it's
protecting
Kenny.
first, wanting to show
A
the
boy.
decline of the walkers when they're at peace. This leads to one of the most hauntingly beautiful
you know
scenes
this
in the
guy?
game, the wind chimes
kind.
moment.
My boy, dog. My boy. Florida, man. My boy, he survived.
I'll take that as a yes.
The walkers are still dangerous,
boy.
which AJ took note
These people
of.
with
James
you?
will agree to help regardless, and a new plan is set in motion. Before
can
the
talk
raid,
inside.
we return to the school
Great.
one
I just
last
started dinner.
time. A date with either Lewis or Violet is followed by
sure
a
you don't
party.
mind?
This scene
It's gonna
deserves
storm soon.
special attention.
Please, come in.
These children, all troubled, traumatized, or misbehaved, showcase the themes of redemption and moral complexity. AJ, although young, observes this. He knows basic right from wrong, but has never seen someone truly redeem themselves. Characters like Ruby, Lewis, Willie, and Ten prove that even the most misbehaved children can find redemption. This moment teaches AJ about the grey areas of morality and shows him
Kenny and
he
Sarita
isn't
have been
beyond
staying with us for
redemption
several
himself.
weeks.
AJ, though
Used to be a ski
troubled
lodge,
and
obviously,
traumatized,
so
still
we have
has a
plenty of food.
chance. This is
And
one of the
believe it or
things I
not, we
truly
still
love
get some
about the
power
game.
from that wind
The
turbine
focus
out
on
front.
troubled children
We
and
tend to
how
keep most of the
AJ
lights
fits
off
in
at night
really
to avoid
well
drawing
here.
attention.
Before the big day,
But after we found this
Clementine
stuff in
has a
storage,
heart-moving
we couldn't
flashback
resist making
with
an
Lily.
exception.
She questions her
It's funny.
abilities and decisions,
Oh,
and
nothing,
it's
Walt.
emotional to
Walter
see Lee
here's
again.
one smart
This
son of a
moment isn't
bitch.
just
Makes a mean
nostalgic.
can of
It
beans,
reveals
too.
Clementine's
Well,
longing for
why don't you
guidance.
two catch up while I get
Despite
some
her
dinner
strength,
started?
she's still a child.
Please,
forced
make
into the
yourselves at
roles
home.
of a
You can
mother
leave your
and
things over
leader.
there.
When Lee reassures her
The hell
that
we
he's
will.
proud, her
Yeah, I'm holding on
immediate
to my
rush to
rifle.
hug him is
Thanks.
so deeply moving.
You're our guests here. There's no need to worry.
Tell him to put his gun down then.
Kenny?
You vouch for these people, Clem? If
That would
you
make
tell me they're good, then I'm good.
Us. You were the one waving a gun around, man.
We're cool, okay? Hey,
This
we're
scene
cool.
is one of
We're
the
cool.
season's highlights,
cool.
showing us how much Lee shaped
Oh,
the
dude, don't hurt my boy. Don't hurt my boy
Clementine
again.
today.
Alright.
Upon waking, the group
Alright.
prepares for the mission. James
Dad,
pulls
look,
Clem aside, warning her
Christmas
that
tree.
Not now,
AJ
Sarah.
is at risk of becoming a murderer.
Isn't it
He
great?
shares his own
We
dark
found it all in
past of
storage.
killing for a
It's
group
amazing.
and fears AJ might follow the same path. While I agree with James that no child should have to kill, he fails to see that in this world, sometimes it's the only option. The mission launches and the kids infiltrate the boat to rescue their friends. They find Minnie, who pretends to help but betrays them, leading to Clem being locked up. Left with no choice, Clem and AJ plan
Good.
their
If
escape.
you'll all
This
follow
is
me,
when
I'll show you where
Dorian
you can
and
see.
Lily appear. Lily gives a chilling villain speech, revealing Sophie's death and Minnie's indoctrination. A scuffle ensues, and AJ finally steps up. AJ delivers an impassioned speech, declaring Lily a monster who must die. Recognizing his potential as a soldier, Lily tries to manipulate him. Meanwhile, through all of this, a bomb is planted and ticking away, adding urgency. When Lily steals
Still wearing
AJ,
this dirty
Clem
old thing,
escapes, fights Minnie, and Lewis
You know, I
kills
half expected
Dorian
to see Lee walk up
accidentally.
next
The
to you.
climax
You guys
unfolds
were like
as
two
Clem,
peas in a
AJ,
pod.
and James confront Lily.
Oh,
A desperate
shit, I
fight
didn't mean
leaves
to.
Lily wounded
It's
and
just
unarmed.
hard not to think
AJ
about it, you know?
picks up the gun.
Yeah,
Lily
yeah.
pleads for her life, but this moment isn't about her anymore. It's about AJ.
I got him
Should
killed.
he take her life? In my playthrough,
It was my
I felt
fault.
Lily couldn't be
Darling, don't
trusted.
say that.
As Ted
I know
said,
that ain't
she
true.
had caused
He made a
too
choice,
much harm.
same as the
I
rest of
let
us.
AJ execute her, believing
Lee and
he
I had
needed
our
to
differences,
learn to
that's for sure.
eliminate true evil. Like Kenny
my
with
son.
Carver or Javier with Badger.
He took care
However,
of him.
AJ's youth
I'll never forget
was
that.
overlooked. He shoots repeatedly,
So,
going too far,
where'd you end up?
reminding me more and more of Kenny with Carver. This made me realize the
I was
deeper
with
narrative
Krista
at
and
play.
Omid.
James and Lily
Omid,
symbolize the
well,
meaning of necessary violence.
Krista and I
A
were
core
together for
theme
a
of
while.
not just
These
AJ's
guys
arc,
caught us.
but the whole
She's
franchise.
gone.
Before wrapping up the story with episode 4, I want
Sounds
to
like
delve
it ain't
into
been
this
easy for
idea
you.
and explore
I'm sorry,
AJ's
darling.
relationship with
I wish I
violence
could have found you
in
sooner.
season 4.
But everything's gonna be fine now.
Krista told me you were dead.
I am. This is all
Let me
a
ask
dream.
you a question. One you can answer in your head or in the comments. At what point
Sorry,
is
bad joke.
violence acceptable?
For some
Oh,
reason, I
okay, I hate you, Kenny.
When your friends are in imminent danger. What about when there's only a possibility of danger
Couldn't help
without
the kid,
certainty?
but I got
Finally, what if someone
Long
seems
story
harmless
short,
but
I
might
got
not
lucky.
be? Should violence still be an option? Now, imagine
Spent a
these
long
questions
time alone
aren't being answered by you, but by a 5-year-old child. Suddenly, it's not about the actions taken, it's about the lasting damage
And then I met
such
Serena.
decisions can leave on that child's mind.
Gosh, it's
Unlike
great to have you
Clementine
back.
in season
You
1,
two
who
catching
could
up?
only witnessfully
this
make
is my
violent
girl,
choices,
Serena.
AJ
Ain't she
in the final
beautiful?
season is the
Nice to
one
meet you,
making those
Clementine.
choices.
Hey, Walt,
Not
where's Matthew?
James's role
He's still
to
out there rooting
force you
around?
to confront
Of course
the
he is.
morality of
Well,
violence.
I'll start
What's
dinner.
Lily's
Carlos,
role
right?
to push you to decide
Mind if
how
I
far
steal
you'll
your daughter
go
for a
to
secret
protect
mission?
innocence or
Stay in
prioritize
sight,
survival. AJ's
Can we
story
do
is
anything to
about
help?
navigating the
Could use a hand
fine
outside.
between
We got a lot of
necessary
supplies
and
to bring in
unnecessary
before that storm
violence,
hits.
pitting a child's innocence against
Clem,
the
why don't you
brutality
help
of
Walt
the
with dinner?
world. The confusion you feel is intentional because life itself is amazing.